sorry about that. Had a PC crash. Hoping to fix that here real soon. But what were we talking about, guys? Because I can't remember.
I think Aerolex was giving his opinion on how JV and subbing in.
Oh, okay.
The team.
Oh, right, okay. I'll just summarize it then. They did fairly well with him on the team, but Korup, his playstyle is very, very different from Javian, and it's a very big spot to fill. But once again, they played fairly well with him, so the only way to really tell if it'll go well or not is to watch the games.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Let's talk once about the other team in the league that's still in here, Black Bunny Gaming, which obviously top team in the league, only had to play 3 games yesterday. Do you think that they're going to see as easy of a run as they had versus Gentle Paws for the rest of the bracket, or do you think that there's going to be some challenges ahead for them?
Nah, I mean, I don't know, Gentle Paws going 0-3. I think, if I remember correctly, some of the games were pretty close, but some mistakes from Gentle Paws causing havoc for them. So I think if they go against a team that's a little more consistent, then it's going to be at least a little bit of a challenge for them.
Yeah, I've got to agree, but once again, Black Bunny Gaming, very, very dominant, and so far, only Kitten Corp has taken a series off of them, and Kitten Corp is currently in the losers bracket right now. So we shall have to see just how that goes, really.
Yeah,
Kitten Corp's about to be eliminated too, right? So.
Oh dang, that's kind of bias coming from Rex. Well, we'll let everybody start putting on their predictions here for this matchup that's coming up. We got King Core versus Rule No, so we're gonna let these guys go here in a couple of minutes. But I just want to get it's kind of like their thoughts before the games, how the day's gonna go, how they're feeling. You know, a little bit of a pre-match interview, if you will. Just tell me what's going through your minds right now, I guess.
I mean, I just got a nasty double tap, so I'm looking forward to the game.
You better hit that in-game then.
Let's see, maybe hitting my first flip reset, let's go.
Hey, that'll be fun. Yeah.
What about you, Alex? You looking forward to it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing some Rocket League. It's always very fun. There's a reason I have over 4,000 hours in it.
Well,
you wanna slap some Kitten Corp?
Oh yeah.
Hey, yo. Clip it, guys, clip it. He said it. Either way, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go for now so you guys can get ready. Meanwhile, everybody gonna just be hanging out with me for the rest of the time for this match. But don't worry, Rex and Aerolax will be back for the next match after this one. So good luck to you guys, and I'll see you on the other side.
All right, thank you, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yep, bye.
Talk to you later, Fade.
Alright guys, it's just me for now. Let me go ahead and pull up my little desk right here, because I got one or two. You know, it's just me now, guys. Anyway, we got an exciting matchup coming up here really soon, and I'm excited to get the day started off. So give me just a moment, guys, as I get everything ready for all you with for the viewing experience, obviously. And just gonna get inviting people to the game, and then once everybody's on, we'll get going. But let me just ask the chat, what do you guys think about the league so far? Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. We're halfway through. It's been a very good, like, 6 weeks now of intense matches. Hope that we've been bringing the production the best we can. Obviously, we've been having some problems with tech lately, but that is going to be changing here soon. I think my computer needs a new motherboard, and then after that, we should be smooth sailing. So I'm gonna work on that this week. And other than that, we just got let's talk about some notable players here in the bracket, because there are a lot of people to watch out for, specifically one on each team. Black Bunny Gaming, obviously you're going to have Hammer. He's the top player in the league right now. #1 in most of the accolades in the league, and that is for a good reason. This man is always on the ball, always able to outplay whoever he is up against. No one can get a challenge past him most of the time, and so it really does show. Meanwhile, on I Buy Fursuits, seeing that Corrupt, I don't know if Corrupt is here today. I need to check with him about that. But I think on his team, if we're not talking about Corrupt, the other person to look out for on that team would be Vayan, because they have been insanely mechanical and hard to beat basically anywhere since they joined the league. And them and Golden put together an insane duo for the 2v2, not the 2v2, but they put in an insane duo to add on to Corrupt and or Javian for the 3v3. And they're going to be a tough team to beat. I want to see how they play against Black Bunny Gaming, because we haven't seen these two squads yet come together in a tournament or any sort of setting. The last time Black Bunny Gaming played against I Buy Fursuits was in week 1, I believe, which was the original I Buy Fursuits roster, which is not alive anymore. So definitely going to be a different series altogether. And then on Kitten Corp, obviously you have Sharky, insane player, always clutch when he needs to be. Usually you find him scoring those Game 5 overtime goals. He's just where he needs to be at all times. Very hard to beat in the air. Very hard to beat on the ground even. He just knows how to play really well. So you gotta watch out for him. And then on Rule No, you gotta give credit to Aerolax. He just moved into this new team and he's already meshing with them at such a good extent. I definitely think that they are a viable competitor to win this whole thing today, depending on how match results go. But I am extremely excited to see how these guys do today. But let's go ahead and talk about the match at hand, because it's almost time to get into the games for the day, guys. I hope you're all excited, because I am. And let's talk about our team in Rule No here just a minute, as we do have Rex, Liska, and Aerolax filling out the roster today. All of the cards are correct. Rex doing exactly what he's meant to do there, being that defender on the goal line. He's been getting a lot of shots, more than anything, on his team. More shots except for Aerolax, just because he's mainly been a sub, so he hasn't really played in a lot. You can expect those stats to go and level out a little bit more as he plays on this roster. But Aerolax, I believe, tops in goals per game now. So he's going to be a tough competitor for sure. And Liska, ever since Liska's been added to the roster of Rule No, they have popped off as a squad. They seem to have really good chemistry, especially between Liska and Rex. And I want to see how Aerolax meshes in with that squad in particular to be able to play their best Rocket League today. I definitely think that they have a good shot at winning this lower bracket semifinal, which, by the way, for everyone wondering, it is a best of 7. We are on best of 7s from this point on. So, it's anybody's game. It's anybody's series. All of these teams are going to have a lot of time to adapt to one another, and the crew battle meta is definitely going to shift a little bit, knowing that you can have a game 6 and 7 now. Now, we'll talk about their opponents here in Kitten Corp, because Kitten Corp is not a team you can sleep on either. Foxland did that yesterday. Didn't turn out too well for them. You see where I'm at now. So, you got Joshy Boy, you've got Daki, and you've got Teo on that squad. Teo actually going to be here today. We're not going to have Heavenly on the squad. Teo, definitely a great addition to the team. Makes this team very attack heavy. Don't let the defender tags fool you guys, as these guys are in your face all the time, doing their best to get that into the back of the net, get that ball in the back of the net as much as possible. And Joshy is the #1 goal scorer on that team so far. Almost 4 shots a game, which almost is the same as Aerolax, which as a player who has played on their team consistently since the start, those are hard numbers to keep up. So congrats to him on keeping those up as well. Definitely going to be a interesting match to see what these guys can do against one another. Once again, we are waiting for some of the teams to be ready. So once they're all ready, we'll get going into this match. I believe they're still warming up. And we seem to be missing Rex from the party for some reason. So I'm gonna keep inviting him until he joins me. But yeah, I want to hear everybody's thoughts in the chat about who's taking this one. If you guys have subbed and you have the emotes, go ahead and stay on the emote of what team you think is going to win this one. I don't know who to predict here. Do I predict for my casters or do I predict for Kitten Corp? They're both really good teams. Rule No seems to be feeling it a little bit today, so I am excited to see if they start bringing a fast-paced game to the start of this series. I think if they do that and they can win the first couple, get a leg up on Kitten Corp, they should have enough momentum to pull them through. However, Kitten Corp does play better the longer that they've been in the series. So the only thing that I think is holding Kitten Corp back right now is maybe the fact that Teo wasn't here yesterday to get in those reps and get into the crew battle format with the rest of their team. That might play a little bit of a part in their success or failure today. So personally, I think I'm going to give my prediction over to Rule No in like 6 games. But we'll have to see how they play here soon before we go on with that. So I think, yeah, I see 2 of them are in a game right now. I see Rex. I think he's AFK at the moment. And then I've got everybody else ready to go. So definitely going to be very interesting here. Also, I will apologize in advance as these colors are going to be a bit hard to deal with, I assume. Because we're both on the blue side today. Of course, Rule No playing a little bit of a lesser blue shade, so hopefully they'll be able to tell the difference on the field. But it is going to be a little bit confusing for the viewers there. Golden over here saying, I buy fursuits. Golden, how are you doing today? We are just waiting for our first match to about start. I'm going to go ahead and start inviting everybody from other teams as well, so they join in. I see that they don't have much longer in their game. And Golden, hopefully you're looking forward to your match in the day later on, as you guys will be playing against Black Bunny Gaming up next. I'm so excited for all of these matches today. I will say I'm very excited for our upper finals. We haven't seen this team play against Black Bunny Gaming yet, and I think that it's going to be a insane match. Okay, we got people. Now we're just waiting on Sharky. But yeah, guys, excuse the silence and all that as I'm getting all this stuff ready. As you can see, by myself for now, because both of our other casters are currently going to be in this next match. So, going to be very interesting here. Also, I need to check, but I believe Rule No is 2 EU players, and Sharky is EU, so we're definitely going to have Rule No picking server choice. And I assume it's going to be a EU pick for these guys to start off the day, but we are going to find out here real soon. But King Corp versus Rule No will be starting up here momentarily, guys. Alright, so Rexus chose NA East. To start off today. So that's going to be very interesting in how that goes. Okay, I gotta let them know about the server rules real quick, which is why I'm silent. Golden, you missed out. I think that Rule No is going to take this. Either way, guys, we are just about to start. Just making sure of people. So I will say Daki is west. So if Kitten Corp is winning in goal differential by game 6, if we go to a game 7, they could choose central servers just because there is a west player there, because that makes enough sense for everybody. Well, that has been in the rules. You can only pick a central server if you have a West player on your team. Anyway, get started. As we are running a little bit late here, match show started a minute ago. And let's... Oh, I guess Rex is AFK. Okay, Rex is AFK now, so now I have to wait a second. NA production, guys. But yeah, Golden, I do think that Rule No has this. Now, I guess we can talk about what each team needs to do here to actually win this one. For Kitten Corp, I definitely think that they do have a bit of the upper hand. And I do think that they can have, as long as they play their aggressive playstyle, they'll probably get past Rule No's defense enough to, you know, to stay in front in most of the games. However, if Rule No can play the 50 game in the midfield really well, capitalize on any errors made by Teo and or Sharky or Daki. I know that Teo and Sharky do not necessarily have similar playstyles, so they might trip each other up. So if Rule No can take advantage of that, I think that they have a really good chance. Alright guys, well, good news for everybody. We are finally loading into the lobby. We are about to get started with Kitten Corp versus Rule No. Once again, this is a best of 7. Winner goes to the loser bracket final. Loser is eliminated from the tournament. And you know what, guys? We've been talking a lot about these teams, but there's nothing more to do except watch these guys play. So, we have Kitten Corp. We have Rule No joining us in the lower bracket semifinals today, guys. Only one of these teams can make it through the bracket. Let's see which one it is going to be as we start game number 1. on DFH Stadium. King Corp and Rule No. Best of 7, and there's already an ask for a server reset, and NA production has never been so high, guys. It's never been so high. Hi, welcome back. I'm Ecliptic Fades. Nice to see you. And apparently we need a server reset. So we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick. And hope that it works this time. Issue after issue, guys. This is NA production at a sign it. You know that this is gonna happen on an RFDL stream, guys. Every time. Sharky seems to have better ping here. So I think we're good to go. So let's go ahead and get into the game this time. And now everything looks like it's working as intended. So let's go ahead and get this semifinal going. We're gonna start out here. Aerolax on the ball. Gonna have a large touch. They can't get it past Docky. Docky did beat Rex here on the play. Docky playing that really slow, trying to get that out off of the corner to a teammate. Sharky in the air with possession. Can't quite get a touch on the ball. And Liska just gonna get this long clear over. And Aerolax is going to be playing that over towards the midfield of the attacking third. Not going to get past anybody on King Court now. An opportunity going in front of the Rule No net. And Rule No definitely going to want to push a little bit harder here. Now Liska, not enough boost to do anything with, and they go straight for Aerolax on the demo. I wonder if we're going to be seeing that throughout the series. If we're going to see more of a aggressive playstyle towards the higher ranked members on the Rule No squad. Now Sharky not able to get a touch there. Goes for the fake. Not going to fool Liska though, who takes it off the sidewall. Teo will be there. And now Docky going to have to play this up on their own back while Sharky has enough time to rotate back. And Rex just gonna backflip that one up. Who's the first one there? It's gonna be Liska. Aerolax coming in for the shot, and it's gonna be in, and Aerolax scores the first one for Rule No. Excellent shot coming out from him to start this one off. Apparently Sharky dealing with lag, but they didn't call for another server reset, so... not much to do about that one. And now, another shot coming on from Rex, but it's going to be high. Docky does get the touch. Rex is just going to play this off to the side. Now Teo, trying to get that forward for a teammate, does get a touch, but it's going to be to Rex. Sharky can't get to the touch in time. And I believe Liska has it off the back wall. Rex going in for the slow shot, stopped by Teo. Aerolax will be there, and he's going to put a second one in. That's just a really good movement in from the Rule No team. Teo just doesn't really have the boost to get that towards the corner there. And Kitten Corp on the back foot to start game number 1. Now Docky with possession of the ball, looking for a shot, will be stopped over by Aerolax. Teo out to midfield. It looks like Sharky is trying to play more of a defender role right now. Gets the bump on Liska. Rex can't go up for the touch, no boost. Sharky can't quite get the touch there, looking for the redirect. And Aerolax will take possession. Open net on the side of Kitten Corp. Sharky gonna get back? He will. And that ball, awkward bounce for Rule No here. So they're gonna have to scramble back to defense. Now Liska, a really good touch off to the side. Docky with the 50 in front of the net. Aerolax gonna be the first one to that. And Docky gonna take control. No boost in the tank though. Easily gets beaten by Aerolax. Aerolax looking for the bump. Sharky jumps in advance to dodge and still gets the recovery. Now we have a shot coming on and it's gonna be in. Docky going to have the shot, and I just messed up everything, guys. I pressed the wrong button. Are you kidding me? NA production It's a good start to the day. We're not clipping that. Don't worry. We're not clipping that. Aerolax gonna have this ball off of the kickoff. And Kitten Corp gonna try their best here. I literally touched 2 buttons and it popped my entire stream to a different scene. Unfortunate. However, Kitten Corp having another chance here. Liska having to go for the squishy save to make sure any challenge that came along didn't go into the back of the net. Nothing came though from Kitten Corp, and that was definitely an opportunity missed by them, I would say, as they did have a bit of an open net opportunity. With only 1:11 remaining, they're going to have to take every opportunity that they can. Now, Liska, not going to get the touch. It looks like Rex is going to go for a long clear. Liska, already up, looking for the pass down. It's going to go to Aerolax. Just remaining in possession of Rule No. That's what you want to see from them right now. And now Sharky will have that ball. Heyo can't get the touch. He's gonna draw it down to Sharky once again, but Aerolax just gets the dunk on the touch. Liska will have a shot towards net. And Rex does get the demo at least. So Sharky cannot push that ball forward. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. And Kitten Corp needing to push now if they want to tie up this game number 1. Liska does get the 50 on Daki, but still in front of the Rule No net. Aerolax with the long clear. And as this winds down, Rex looks to the shot, can't find it. Aerolax with the fake on Sharky. Daki will have that up, but it's going to hit the ground. No, it's not. It's still in the air. Kitten Corp looking to equalize. Daki puts it up onto the corner of the wall, and that's going to be it. Rule No. Take game number 1. And now we gotta see what they want for game 2. That's the real question, guys. A really good game from Rule No. 2-1. Not really a lot to be said there. Definitely Sharky being plagued by a little bit of ping issue there. Usually he gets some really good ping on NA East. But even with that being said, they still played very well in their match. Or in their game. Very close one, but we are gonna have to wait for him to reset his internet here. And while we do that, we will be moving to EU, and I would like to talk about that really quick, as I think Rex did make a good move in choosing NA for game 1, as the even numbered games, which would be all EU at this point, are going to be your extra modes, so your 1v1s and 2v2s. So I think Rex takes NA first, so they have server advantage on those 2v2 and 1v1s. And it does look like Daki is taking 2s. And 2s is going to be an interesting one, but I will say, I think, I gotta wonder if we're going to see Sharky in this 2s matchup, or if we're going to see him play the 1s. As we are going to be on EU servers, Daki might be more comfortable playing in the 2s game. Alright, and we do have one team picked. And we do have both teams. Alright, so as soon as Sharky is back, we will be into those 2v2. And that's going to be really interesting. There's going to be, I do have to wonder who exactly, well, I guess you guys have to wonder now who we're going to be seeing in the 1v1s later. Seeing that we're going to be on EU, it would make more sense to see Joshi in the 1v1. Seeing as Daki being an NA West player, will probably not want to play the 1s with the massive ping difference that they're going to have, being a West player, that would probably lead to like an instant loss for them. So it would make a lot more sense to have Sharky do it. Golden saying Liska in the 1v1 as they played the ones yesterday. That could also be the case. At the same time, though, they could always put Aerolax in the 1v1 in case they wanted to make sure if they're going up against Sharky that it's not just a free win. But we'll have to see. As soon as Sharky is back, we will get into these 2v2 rounds. And I definitely think really good for Rule No to start off with that victory. They're going to have to look for another one here, but it definitely is going to be a tough one for them. Going to have to see how the players mesh in the 2v2. And 2v2 is such a different game mode compared to everything else. That'll be a 5-minute break. I hope not a 5-minute break. So, it is gonna go. So, yeah. So, Golden, to answer your question, thank you for the question, and this does answer anybody else's question if they have it in the chat as well. So, you go for the best of 7s. It goes as your best of 5 would, with the 3v3. Loser picks the game mode, and then another 3v3 after that, and then the game mode that wasn't picked. Then we'll do a 3v3 for game 5, and the team that is losing in the series will pick for game 6. Yep, Hammer, you got that one right. So if you lose 3 in a row and then you bring 2 back to get to game 6, the team that is losing 3-2 in the series will be making that pick, which gives them the advantage there as they can pick the game mode that worked better for them in the first few matches, first few rounds of the match, and then they can get back in. It has to be, it has to be a 2v2 or a 1v1, Golden. It has to be one of the different game modes, because you'll be playing in a best of 7, you'll play 4 3v3s. So you'll be playing the rest of those as different matches. Although, okay. Anyway, yeah, okay, no problem, Golden. At least you understand. We are still waiting for Joshy to reset his internet real quick. So, I'm kind of just stalling right now. And it looks like he's back in the party. So, I think we're finally ready to get going on game number 2, guys. So let's go ahead and get that ready to go back on Europe. And we're going to be going all the way to Manfield Night. And we're going to see how this 2v2 ends up being for these teams. And let's see if everything is fine, and it looks like we are, so we'll go ahead and get into game number 2, guys, and we do have Teo and Daki going against Aerolax and Rex, meaning the 1v1 will be Sharky versus Liska later in game number 4. Now you gotta think, with this being a best of 7, both a 2v2 and a 1v1 is guaranteed in each of these matchups. So you can no longer pick these matches based off of thinking even that you'll get the sweep without having to play ones, as that is not going to be the case, as most of these teams have picked 2v2s in their game modes for game number 2. I've seen a trend here, kind of different from the last time we were playing crew battles in a tournament here in the Discord. Oh, but Airlax gonna shut me up real quick with an excellent goal to start us off. And Rex just getting the deft touch down. I believe that was Tail in the back, going a little bit too high on the ball there. Not gonna be able to get to it in time. And now, back on the kickoff here. And as I was saying, guys, back when we did our last crew battle tournament, most of the teams would pick 1v1 for the game number 2, as we did have a lot more ones mains in the game. Aerolax not letting me talk, as he just wants to score over and over again, but Rex, really good control there, gets the bump on Teo. Teo can't land in front of the ball, and with no boost in the tank, not going to be able to save the shot coming from Aerolax, and it looks like Rule No firing on all cylinders so far. When it comes to this match, they did say they were feeling it. However, Teo is going to do some work of their own, dribbling past the defense and getting the first one for Kittenkorp here. Good control coming out from Teo, cutting that exactly when Rex goes for that ball. Definitely something you want to see from the Kittenkorp offense there. And now Rex with control. Not going to be able to do much with it. Tail challenges in the midfield. Airlax, I think he was just going for the boost, but didn't end up getting it. And now Daki will have a touch pass 1. Daki versus Rex in a 1v1 situation now. But Airlax looks for the bump, allowing Rex to get an easy clear on that ball. Now Rex not able to get the touch. Teo getting so well, such a good touch. An Angel coming in the chat. You guys were doing amazing yesterday, and so far it looks like Rule No is on the same track, but they gotta defend against Teo now. Aerolax with a miss on the back wall, but we'll be able to get this cleared out. Rex looking for the sidewall read. Gets it past 1, can't quite go past Teo yet. And Aerolax just playing that a bit slow to make sure to get past Daki here. But no boost in the tank means he's just going to fall to the ground. Rex going to have to get a touch here. And he does, saving the shot from Daki. And Teo's shot going to be a bit wide. They're going to want that one back. Accuracy going to need to be much more crisp and much more precise in this 2v2. Daki with the shot, stopped by Aerolax. And halfway into the game, Rule No leading by 1. Now Aerolax trying to get a flip reset, didn't quite get the touch he wanted. And Teo gonna be able to take this one out. Now up to the backboard, is anybody gonna be there? It's gonna be Daki, but the shot is wide. And Aerolax was bumped in the net, and once again, accuracy plaguing the Kittenkorp offense right now. And the ceiling pinch coming out from Aerolax, but it's not gonna quite make it. Rex for the shot, but it's gonna be to the right of the goal. Now Aerolax with a big boom. He gets bumps on all of the teammates, but he will still get the shot. And Rex takes Rule No up by 2. And Rule No looking in control of the series right now. And if you're a Rule No fan, you'll love to see it. Now Aerolax with possession. Daki will get the beat. And Rex was a little mispositioned there, but Aerolax was there to bail him out. Daki not getting the touch there. Mateo, once again, ready and waiting in the back line. Daki trying for a ones play right there, it looks like, trying to get the catch on that dribble. Aerolax trying to put this towards net. It's not going to go the way of Kitten Corp right now. As a minute counts down on this timer here. In 3, 2, 1. And there's that ding, ladies and gentlemen. A minute left. And Rule No leading by 2 so far. As long as they can keep their defensive line strong, they should be able to take a 2-game lead in the series. Definitely putting Kitten Corp on the back end. But we will be going back into 3s on NA, and we're gonna have to see if Sharky's internet resetting will do any good for this team. And it looks like Arilax gonna try and put one in, but Daki, incredible save coming out from him right there to be able to keep that out of the net. 20 seconds left. Arilax, not the best touch. Daki's gonna take possession there. In the final 10 seconds, counting down, guys. And it's looking to me like Rule No is going to take game number 2 of the series. Arilax with another shot. Daki puts it to the side. And now we just wait for this to drop down. Daki going to try and get one more. It's going to hit the ground. And Rule No taking game number 2 in the series. Halfway towards the lower bracket finals. And Kitten Corp not hitting us with the offensive power I thought they might during this game. Definitely gonna have to take a look at the drawing board and come up with a new plan here to try and take down this team. But so far, Rule No doing the best that they can. And this is the wrong thing, because of course it is, guys. And I think what I need to do is hit this button, and then hit this button, and I think it'll work just fine. There we go, guys. We got there. And there you go. A nice little replay for you guys. As NA production off the charts right now. It was a long day yesterday. I'm still getting my bearings. But don't worry about it, guys. Because speaking of NA production, we're going back to NA. And we are going to Utopia Coliseum for this 3rd game. As we are back to the 3v3, and we're going to have to see how Kitten Corp adapts to this Rule No squad going into this. And hopefully we're not going to need a server reset, as we'll see. We'll have people joining the game so far. Sharky, still not looking good. Do we want to reset? It's looking a little bit better than before. But I don't know. Sharky's internet is doing some weird stuff today, guys. It's not looking great for him. As we'll start this 3rd match. Our 3rd game in the series. There we go. Make sure everything looks good for you guys. And Liska immediately getting a save off of the shot that came in. And you gotta give it to Rule No. Playing on their away server in these 3s, they're still looking very strong. However, Daki might have a chance. It's up off the post and out. And Liska takes a touch. Fakes out Teo on the save. And now a pass over to Daki. That's what you want to see from Kitten Corp, is a little bit more offensive passing in that attacking 3rd. Trying to find some opportunities, but once again, every shot that they've had, except the one from Sharky, been off target so far. There's another one, though, off of the misplay from Rule No, and Sharky gonna get the first one for Kitten Corp, and they'll take the lead a minute and 10 seconds into the game. And Arilax there, just not the touch that he wanted going up that wall. Definitely not the touch that he wanted right there. However, what happened here? Arilax immediately gets it back. I looked away for 1 second. And is that an error? Daki goes right. Sharky goes left. Daki didn't go for the cheat in time, and that is going to cost the lead for Kitten Corp. And yes, Golden, this is a 3v3 on NA East. As Rex did pick NA for the threes games. And now Sharky going to immediately get this back. And once again, it's off of a touch from Aerolax. Teo with a really good pass out to Sharky there to continue on that play. Aerolax, his touch is a little bit waning so far in this game number 3. Not quite getting the control that he wants on some of these. And this time, no kickoff goal. Going to come into the favor of Rule No. Said Rule 1 again. Go figure. I'll get over that maybe by the time the league ends. Now another shot saved by Liska. And that was a really nice one. But Sharky is going to be there once again to put a goal in the back of the net. And it's looking like we're starting to have a series. As Sharky looking to take this game number 3. Now Aerolax off the corner. No one's going to be there for Kincourt, but Daki gets back in the nick of time. No one from Rule No even aggressing on the play. And now another open net for Sharky. Rule No is having some serious defensive problems in this game. You can see right there, nobody on the Rule No team has any boost but Aerolax, and he's stuck in the corner, rushing back for that ball, not going to be able to connect with it. And if you're Rule No, somebody has to turn on that right side of the field, whether it's Rex or Liska. One of them needs to turn and challenge that ball early, as it just gives Sharky a free look at the open net. And now Kincorp up by 3. Still plenty of time for Rule No to come back into this one. But with the defense of Kittencourt starting to look better and better, it's going to be a tough fight for them. And Teo going to beat Rex on the touch. Sharky back up to Teo, but Teo can't get the touch. Daki keeping it in the Rule No corner, puts it up towards a teammate. No one there. Liska and Rex. Lexa, I guess that's how he called the duo. They got a really good pinch to move it far down the field, but it's already back in the Rule No corner. And Liska almost own goaling here. Some very risky play coming out from Rule No, and I feel like something has shifted as Teo gets another shot on. And Kittencourt seem to be in the driver's seat as of now. Rule No is not playing as aggressively as they were in games 1 and 2, and it is showing. Golden Teo is not a sub. Actually, Heavenly was the sub yesterday for Teo. Teo is a member of the full roster. And now Sharky did not get the touch pass. Liska for the shot. Liska looking for the pass down. Aerolax and Rex double commit. And now Liska going to be the last one back. They're going to have to scramble. Look for the save. They do get it in the end. But it feels like Rule No is panicking a little in this game. Even being 2 up. Maybe the nerves of winning is plaguing them. As Aerolax last deck has to wait for Sharky's touch. Teo has time to come around the ball. And now Rex, a good shot on, but Sharky will have that any day of the week. Aerolax looking for the touch, but Teo will have that to the side. A minute remaining, and Rule No down by 4. You think that this is KC's victory without contest. And you can see Daki going up for that ball from the side. And I feel like that is something that Kittencorp has changed a lot. They are being a lot more aggressive towards that ball. This is exactly what we expected to see from the team at the start of the day. It took them a couple of games to show up here, but we're finally seeing that aggression that this team is known for as their play style. Now Aerolax, not really able to do much with that. Puts it towards midfield, but it's immediately put back into the corner by the offense. And now Rule No, definitely going to have to figure out what to do against this team. And up next will be the 1v1, which will be Sharky and Liska. And that might be another shot, and it is. Docky gets the nail in the coffin. And that's going to be game number 3. Kitten Corp gonna win this one in a landslide. And definitely you're going to be looking at Rule No now and trying to figure out how are they going to adapt to this level of offense that has shown up suddenly from Kitten Corp, who might be looking for the Brazil. Arilax just gonna cut that one out, but the shot going towards net! It's gonna be Teo! And they're going to get that 0-second buzzer beater. We end it with the Brazil guys. And Rule No definitely shaking their heads a bit that match, as they know that they could win a lot differently. And now, looking back at this one, Kitten Corp now has 1 game on the belt, and it was very well played by this team. Arilax just not starting out with the best touches there. And as we get ready for the 1v1, you gotta take a look at how they've been playing here. And look at that excellent save. So nice we had to show it twice, but Sharky was still there for the shot. But you can just see a definite change in the play style of Kitten Corp here. And it really put Rule No on the back foot a lot of this game. And a lot of their touches when they had opportunities just couldn't find anything. And that aggressive playstyle just working so well for Kitten Corp here, ending it in the Brazil. And now, going into game 4, you gotta look at the matchup here. And I want to give Rule No any credit here. And I really want to say Rule No takes this and goes to match point, but this is going to be Sharky Boy versus Liska. And if Liska versus Taka yesterday says anything about how this is going to go, Sharky Boy is probably going to be tying this one up for Kitten Corp here. Which means going into the next 3v3, we might be all tied up. But we'll have to see how the game plays out, because Sharky could always crumble here. And we'll have to see how this goes. 1v1 for game number 4, and Liska immediately winning the kickoff. Now, so volatile of a game mode here. Liska looking for the Doomsday dish, not quite able to find it. It's just going to take it back to their own side of the field. Kind of a smart play from them. And Liska does seem to be the certified ones player of the team. So they do have a chance here, but Sharky Boy, if you saw him play ones against Fox Clan the other day, you know that he's got so many tools in his arsenal, and there's the first one of the day coming out for Sharky. And this is going to mean so much to this team in terms of goal differential here as well. Winning that last game 7-1, along with whatever this 1v1 could be. If this is a blowout game and we go to a game 7, then it looks like Kitten Corp will have everything they need to pick US Central for their servers if they're bold enough to do that, as Docky is US West, which allows the Central server to be picked only in that situation specifically. And it makes it very tough on the EU players. We saw it happen a couple of weeks ago against iBuy Fursuits, which resulted in a rule change in the first place. And there's not much I can say about this game right now, guys. I mean, look at what's happening on the field. Liska's trying their hardest. Sharky Boy is a different level of 1v1 player. This man literally grinds ones in his free time against other members of the Discord server. Constantly playing as some of the top 1v1ers in the server. We're talking Abe, we're talking Melon, we're talking a lot of these GC3s, GC4s with the double flip reset. Was that a double flip reset? Hold up. There's one. There's two. And Sharky just popping off on Liska right now. This isn't even a fair game. We're a minute in and Sharky is up by 4. But no forfeits because they have to play for goal differential. And this is why I thought that they might put Aerolax in for the 2v2. But it did end up being Liska. And the 2v2 did work in Rule No's favor. So, they can always pick that again if they go down. But Liska will not go down without a fight. Sharky tries for the dribble. And Liska just plays that really nice. And Sharky just accidentally ungoals that. I mean, Sharky, what are you doing? Maybe he's looking for the Brazil. We'll see. I will tell you right now that it will not end in a Brazil. Because Sharky has the potential to get way more than 7 goals. And Liska has the potential to get more than 1. And that's going to be a second one off of a mistake from Sharky. It's just very awkward positioning on that back wall. Liska actually plays that so perfectly, putting it right behind Sharky on the back wall. Sharky tries to back up into it, doesn't have the momentum, and Liska can play the rebound. And that was crucial for Liska, getting any sort of momentum into this, and winning the kickoff as well. They had a chance there, but couldn't get control of the ball fast enough. And Liska looking for the touch, but it's not going to come to them, and Sharky going to get a fifth. And, slowly and slowly, the game falling away from Rule No once again. But Liska definitely has the chance to come back here. Tons of time to do it. And I kind of got to wonder exactly how high we're going to see the scoreboard go on this game. Now Liska, with ball possession, just going to take it above the head of Sharky. Got the pinch off to the side, but Sharky going to have that demo. Liska gonna want that back. But Sharky just playing his own game at this point. And you can see him go there, looking for a little bit of an air dribble, goes into the flick instead. And Sharky once again up by 4. And this has been the Sharky Boy Show for sure. So, unfortunately, for Liska here, we look into hypotheticals. Unfortunately for Liska, they do get this goal. And this really is helping out a lot. Any goal that Liska can get against Sharky right now, it's helping that goal differential so much. Really making sure that Rule No still stays in the picture for that. They just need one blowout game. And they can do this. Now Sharky doing his signature fake on the diagonal. And it's probably going to work because Liska didn't even go for any boost there. Sharky goes for the shot, misses though. And that is an opportunity left by the wayside by Sharky there. As Liska challenged up on the ball with no boost, Sharky definitely had an open net opportunity. As he's got another one here, gets bumped by Liska. Can Liska recover in time to get a shot on net? It does not look like it. And Liska gonna get bumped away from the boost, so now they're gonna have to retreat. And Sharky, and capitalizing the Kitten Corp way of play here. Very offensive heavy. And just beating out their opponents with any means necessary. And that's gonna be another one. Sharky, 7-3. Up by 4 once again. 1:31 on the clock. And it might be a little bit too late for Liska to come back in this one, but they're going to want to score as many as possible. And now Sharky with the must-see off of the kickoff. That's going to be an ace one. And Liska If I were you, I feel like my priority is going to be defense here. Just try to make sure that Sharky can't score anymore on the squad. Golden asking in chat, do you think I could 1v1 Sharky? I've actually 1v1 Sharky many times. I think if he's playing at his full potential, I don't stand a chance. But I have beaten him in some 1v1s before. But those are usually when he's not playing to his highest competitive level. Sharky is such a good ones player. He knows exactly how to control the ball. He has all the mechanics that any ones player needs. His flicks are super solid. He plays aerials in a ones game better than any other person I've seen play aerials in a one game. The only other person I think right now that challenges Sharky in the 1v1s right now would be Abe, the manager of Black Bunny Gaming. And see, that right there is why. Look at this nice air dribble, perfect control, gets the flip reset, pops it above Liska's challenge. This game is all Sharky's. And now you've got to think going into the next one, the next game, what's going to happen. As Sharky is going to tie this one up for Kitten Court. That's going to be another goal. But I think the replay is getting too long as it is. So I'm going to leave this one out, but that's a good shot by Sharky. But as I'm saying, last 30 seconds of this game, and already I think we're looking towards game number 5, a 3v3. And you have to think about the implications of losing this 3v3. If Rule No lose this 3v3, then they immediately pick 2s. And 2s should go the way of Rule No, which causes a game 7. In the same way, if Kitten Corp lose game number 5, however, they will win this one. So, Golden, good question. If game 6 is a 1v1, does it have to be the same players or new players? In your series, you cannot change between 1v1 and 2v2. So the same 2v2 players that played before would have to play again. So Sharky is locked into ones on this series. They can change that the next series if they wish, but not this series. And so, rewatching some of this, you have to think of the implications, because if Rule No loses this next game, then they pick 2v2, and if they win that, they go to game 7. However, if Kitten Corp lose this next 3v3, then they're picking 1v1, and based off of what we just saw, we're going to a game 7. So we're probably going to a game 7, but that depends, because if Rule No lose this 3v3 and they pick 2s, there is still a chance that they lose that. So we're really gonna have to see what they decide to pick here. Justice for Liska in the chat. But yeah, Sharky playing lights out in that 1v1 match. You do not want to play against this man in ones. But we go back to NA for another 3v3. And my goodness, you can just see the Sharky Boy show right here. And we're gonna end it with this last goal. That pop-up right there was so disgusting from Sharky. And with that, guys, we have a game 5 on our hands. But for the first time, we're not going to Champions Field. We're going to DFH Day for a good old 3v3. And gonna be an interesting one once again. We saw Kitten Corp have a resurgence in 3s last game. In game number 3, we're gonna have to see if Sharky brings the 1v1 momentum with him, as Airlax and Rex have had some time to cool down. Daki looking for the shot, not able to find it. Immediate offense to start out for Kitten Corp, and that's not what you want to see as a Rule No fan. Now Daki going to win that challenge, and Liska going to really just have to shake that 1v1 loss off. It's very tough when you get beaten by such a scoreline especially 2 games in a row. That's not going to look good for Rule No when it goes to a Game 7. However, Sharky is a very fair player. I feel like if they do pick anything, they will pick US East. But we'll have to see what the team decides if we get to that Game 7. As it looks like goal differential will surely be in the hands of Kitten Corp. Meanwhile, Sharky, not able to get a touch there. Going to try and clear this over to the side of the field. Liska will be there waiting. Goes around the corner. Looks for a touch. Sharky beats them. And gets it over Rex. Airlax last in defense. Teo gets it over them. The shot's going to be wide. Sharky looks for a shot. Stopped by Liska. And we remain tied. A minute and a half into game number 5. Airlax with the touch, but no boost to his name. So Teo going to take advantage. A big pinch. Not really going that far towards the other side of the field. Stays midfield. Double commit coming up from Kitten Corp. And Rule No, they just need to start scoring and scoring quick. They're going to want one to start off this offense. And now Teo to Sharky. Airlax will be there for the save. And if you're Kitten Corp, you want to win by any means necessary. Same for Rule No. But you also got to think what might be going through the mind of some of these players. They know, Rule No knows that they win, that they're going back to a 1v1. And I wonder if they're thinking that maybe they give Kitten Corp a win here to force a 2v2 to be played. And cause a Game 7. Or do they really want to have Liska play in another 1v1? I mean, I guess going on to match point is the more important thing here. Rex for the shot! And Rex is gonna nail it. You can tell that they're looking for the win here. As Rex, halfway through the game, gets the softest touch. Daki, Sharky, and Teo all commit on that ball. And it just weaves through the entire defense. As Sharky going to get... Not Sharky, Rex. Going to get that first goal for Rule No. And a nice touch down to the opponents. However, Liska was there for the shot. It was a very good passing play. The defense was strong enough to keep it out of the net, though. And now we're looking at maybe a counterattack from King Corp. Liska, no boost, but they have to push this one. Teo over to the side. Daki, going to be Airlax this ball. And Rex has one touch. Sharky pre-jumps that. I think they were looking for the bump instead of the shot. And Teo has a wide. Liska with a long clear downfield. Sharky trying to put the ball up to himself. Airlax will beat them on the challenge. Teo is up and does get the ball. No one from Rule No committing, though. And you can see Rex looking for the demo on Daki, trying to allow a safe shot for Airlax to go forward. Rex with another shot. Stopped by Sharky in the nick of time. And that could have been very dangerous for Kitten Corp to be down by 2. And Rex putting on slow shots, but they are going towards the net. Very effective. Meanwhile, Kitten Corp, another shot from Sharky, but it's going to be wide. And now Teo putting this up high. Rex to the side. Liska not going to be able to get the touch. And Daki slots that into the right side of the net, tying the game up. And that's just really good placement. Noticing that Liska is just a little bit too far out of net to be able to jump up far enough to get that touch. Just the smallest defense mishap. And Rex coming alive for his team. Liska with the shot. It's another double commit, but Airlax not in the right position to take a shot. And now Sharky and Daki, my bad. It's hard to say those two names after each other. They both committed for that shot, but no one could get the touch onto the net. Sharky up for this one. Stopped by Airlax. Daki puts it to the side, but it's going to be an open net opportunity. Teo will rotate back in time. Now Sharky clearing this downfield. Airlax, the only one with boost on the Rule No side. He's going to have to take the challenge. Liska does get that mid boost, but Teo just going to clear this downfield. Rex up high. Going to have that ball. Not going to be able to do much with it. Teo puts it in front of the net. Airlax has to save that. And gets it right out in the nick of time. We might be going to overtime in game number 5. And Arilax putting that down to the ground. We will have an OT. And this next goal going to be so important. Winner goes to match point of the series. But they won't get to choose the game mode being played. And we're just going to see how they get the picks. Who gets the pick? What are they going to pick? As teams have been locked in for our other game modes this series. We know what we're expecting for each team. And now Liska with an excellent save. Teo will be there for the shot. It's wide. And Liska can put that off to the side. But the rest of their team is in front of Liska. They all had to rotate back as the touch was not the best. Now a long shot towards net. Sharky and Daki both double committing on that. That's a weird bump for both of the players. Now Teo, no shot. Arilax can't get the touch. And now another shot opportunity to the side. Liska plays it slow, and Daki's going to clear that one out. A minute into OT. And we've seen a lot of rule no offense to start us off here. Now Teo, not going to be able to get to one. Rex with the touch, but it's not the best, but gets it back to Arilax. Now Daki with the deny. Sharky putting it towards net. Rex, not the best touch. And now King Corp is thriving, but the shot is wide from Daki. And they're going to want that one back. As King Corp's best chance to win this in 6 is to win this match right here. And they might do it. Another save from Liska. Daki will come in, but the shot is going towards the corner. And this has me on the edge of my seat, guys. But it is going to be Sharky Boy putting the final one in. And Kitten Corp gonna take game number 5. Rule no. Most likely going to be picking 2v2 for their next match. And Kitten Corp on match point now. And now we gotta see the play that will come out from Rex and the squad. They're gonna have to try and force a 1v1 or a 2v2. Try to force that game 7. Oh. There we go. It finally sent. So. And of course, Rex takes the 2s. So. It is as we thought. So we're going to have Arilax and Rex versus Daki and Teo once again on EU for a 2v2. And for the first time in a long time, guys, we're going to Neo Tokyo. And Rex and his team trying to force a game 7. However, it's going to give server pick to Kitten Corp. 100%. But we'll have to see how this 2v2 goes first, cause Kitten Corp can't be slept on in the 2s. We're gonna have to see how Arilax and Rex do against Teo and Daki. Try and force that game at number 7. And it's looking like a good start for Rule No, as they immediately get a touch off of the kickoff and take the lead. And if this goes exactly how we think it's going to, then this should be a win for Rule No. Now, if they can win this by an obscene margin, and I'm talking like 12 goals or more probably, which they are on their way to do, 2 kickoff goals, 10 seconds in, 11 seconds in, and they're up by 2. If they can win this by a goal differential of an insane amount, then maybe they take the goal differential away from Kitten Corp. But I'm talking they probably need a 15-0 scoreline to be able to do that here. They're going to have to play the most aggressive game that Rule No has ever played in their entire lives to be able to get that scoreline against these two. Even with ping disadvantage on the side of Kitten Corp. And also, I believe I am wrong about the ruling on server choice here. As I believe with 2 members in EU, they cannot pick Central. I believe you can only pick Central if you're 1 and 1. I'll have to check the rule book real quick in case we do get to a Game 7. However, it is looking likely. And we'll have to see. And I am correct there. In that assumption. There has to be only one EU player in the match to be allowed for a US Central pick on the opposite team. And now Rex getting another goal. I kind of looked away for a second to check the rule book, so I didn't exactly see what happened there. My bad, guys. But Rule No definitely liking this situation. And suddenly 3 up. With 3 minutes left to play. Still plenty of time for Teo and Daki to come back here. But you gotta wonder if their previous 2's performance is already in their heads here. Having to play this matchup again. And you gotta wonder, this could be really good for Rule No, as this could cause a little bit of a momentum shift for their team. Losing the last 3 games in a row cannot be fun for them. And getting the win might be exactly what they need to kickstart their engines again for this game number 7. And now Rex looking for another one. It's going to be 4-0. And a lot of defensive misplays coming out from Kitten Corp, really. Daki just trying to get the 50 on that. And Airlax plays that into his car. And based off of the position of Daki there, I think that the ball bounces him back on his roof of his car, allowing for an open net opportunity for Rule No. And they've been taking advantage of every open net so far, which has been very impressive to see. You want to make sure that they keep that accuracy up. However, Rex not able to get that touch. And suddenly Daki will get a goal of their own. And this is not what you want to see for Rule No here. Because they want to win this with as much of a goal differential as possible. They don't want to give any momentum to Kitten Corp. They want to try and throw that away as much as possible. Now Rex, gonna be the last on the back line. Now Airlax to the corner. Rex looks for the shot. Daki can't get there in time. And Rex gonna score a 5th one. Rex having a standout game. I believe that's a hat trick for him. In this game in particular. He's going off. And this is a game that you definitely want to see from Rex, because Rex has proven time and time again to be a clutch player for this squad. And once again, Brazil territory approaching. With still a couple of minutes left. However, Teo might be taking away that opportunity, and they do. With a well-placed bump on the offense. And Aralax just not in the right position there. Teo will take away any chance that there was. And now Aralax, however, coming back and getting another touch of his own. And it seems to be like kickoffs are really working well for Rule No. And Sharky is right. Another game 7/game 5. He was talking to me the other day, telling me, stop it. Stop these overtimes in the final games of the series. You can't stop it, Sharky. You guys had your chances. But unfortunately for you guys, Rule No did take the first couple of games, and now you gotta wonder what the momentum is gonna look like for Rule No going into Game 7, as with 33 seconds left, it's almost guaranteed at this point. Teo's gonna get this save. And a bump. Daki's gonna look for the touch though, but Rex has it. Back to Aralax. Back up to Rex, and it looks like Rex and Aralax looking like a really good 2v2 squad right now. And the final 10 seconds, counting down on this game, guys. And I can't believe that it happened this early. But, ladies and gentlemen, in the first series of the day, the first best of 7 we ran in the league, we're going all the way. Aralax getting one more touch to end that game. 2-7. Rule No takes it. And we're going to a game number 7, guys. Get hype in the chat. Stam your team's emotes. As we've got a series on our hands. And it all comes down to one final game. However, I will have to let everyone know here. I was wrong about rules. US Central is only allowed for teams on a West facing a team with only one EU, as 2 EU makes it extremely unfair. However, KC gets server choice for game 7. So NA East or EU. And they are immediately saying NAE, and that makes sense. So, guys, we're going to game number 7 in the first series of the day. Champions Field on NA East. Now, Rule No did get a win here in game number 1. However, with game 7 pressure looming on both of these teams, so, guys, let's take a look at that 2v2 real quick. See how that game went, because Rule No, definitely a resurgence in that game. Bringing us all the way to game 7. Lots of early goals coming out from the squad. They did let a couple in. Almost had the Brazil, but it was taken away from them by some good plays from Kitten Corp. But you gotta wonder what this is gonna do for the momentum of Rule No. They've been on the back foot so much during these last few 3v3 games. You think that this may be the momentum that they need to actually make this a very good game in the end. I mean, our last one went to OT, so we could see the exact same thing happen here. Both these teams equal in skill, it seems like. And as we get into the final game, get hype in the chat, guys. Once again, if you don't have the team emotes, subscribe to the channel. You get the team emotes. You can spam your favorite team in the chat. Root for your favorites. But it's time, everybody. And we have everybody joining in. It looks like pings are going to be fine. And it looks like Game 7 is going to get underway, guys. Champions sealed. Winners go to the lower bracket finals. My bad. Losers eliminated from the tournament entirely. This is the last life for both of these squads. So let's see who's going to have the ice. Who's going to have what it takes. Who's going to make that first mistake? It might be ruled no! As Sharky Boy is going to get the first one for Kitten Corp. And suddenly Arilax finds himself a little too far away from the net, tries to get that touch, and it's not going to be there for him. Kicking yourself early for rule no. And now they're going to be down by 1 at the start of this game. They're going to have to come back from this deficit. Now Arilax over to Rex. Rex does have it past Teo. Daki going to be there. Sharky, the touch goes so high, he can't reach it in time. And now Daki going to just try and zone out the offense there. Arilax will get past 2. And Sharky not going to have much boost. He's going to get the save though. Rex tries to put it towards net. Sharky just gets a good challenge. Liska, the shot, it's in! And Liska ties it up less than a minute into game number 1. And this is exactly what we wanted to see from these two teams. As I said, both equal in skill at the moment. This could go either way at this point. Both teams showing up on offense and defense respectively. But Liska, with the win on the kickoff, Arilax will have the touch, but he gets bumped out by Teo. Won't be able to look for that shot. Liska looks for a pass, though. Can't quite find the ball. Daki gonna have this back towards the corner. Arilax rushing in, keeping the offensive pressure. Tries to hit that straight down. Teo not gonna be able to get the touch. Daki was there, but Rex waits patiently, and Rex gets the second goal for rule no. And what happens here? Sharky looking for the touch off of Daki's, and it's just a little bit too far in front of him. And suddenly, rule no, taking the lead. Sharky gonna have to play this one very patiently. As he does get dunked, Rex goes straight for the bump. He doesn't even care about that ball. And now Arilax with a chance, it's dropping down. Can't get the read. Sharky puts it over to the side, and Rex will have the boost. Going for the other boost, just denying Sharky any sort of momentum on this field. And now Teo can't get the touch. Arilax is there! And Arilax scores a third for rule no! And suddenly, rule no is looking in control of the 3v3 situation. An excellent touch there from Liska on the corner to send that flying past Teo. Now Kincorp gonna have to work extra hard to get this lead down from rule no. Sharky gonna have this dropping down. Liska has it over to the side. Teo, another miss. They're really gonna have to get more connection on the ball here, as it's crucial to keep this ball out of your half as much as possible. Arilax is there. Daki with the save. And that was crucial from him, making sure nothing else goes into the back of their net. Another goal could spell defeat for this team. And now Arilax just going to play this one slow, letting the seconds tick down. Rex for the shot. It's going to be wide. Liska will be there, but will be blocked out. And Arilax already up, gets the double tap off the ceiling. And Sharky just in an awkward situation. He's going to have to clear this one, but uses all his boost in doing so. Flips underneath the ball. Daki will be there. Maybe looking for a bump, but Rex has that off to the side. Liska is there, and Teo just didn't have a read on that bounce. Now Sharky, shot towards net. Arilax will be there to clear it wide. Liska will be here. Arilax last back. He doesn't get the touch. Teo's gonna get a free one. And suddenly Kittencorp back in this game. 1:54 remaining. And Arilax. It seems like he just boosted past the ball. I think he wanted to get a flip reset on it with the bottom of his car. I think he used like maybe 2 boosts too many. And suddenly Kittencorp have found a way back into this game. Liska looking for the shot. And Rule No, gonna have to make sure that Kittencorp doesn't get any more momentum here. Rex, not able to find a bump. Sharky gets boost. Liska empty themselves. And Arilax has to take this. Docky played that patient. Sharky is up. Past Liska. Rex is the last on the back line. He does clear this, but another shot going off the backboard. Arilax looking for the touch. Teo has it down. Sharky with the shot, and Liska. Crucial touch to the side. Another shot in. Arilax is too far forward. And Kittencorp gonna tie up the game once again. And it's just small defensive mistakes. Rex hit that a bit too hard off the wall. And Arilax doesn't have the boost to get back to that. And that's going to be in the head of Rule No right now, as they had a solid lead. Sharky gets the win on the kickoff, but can't get the net. And Rex, good challenge on Docky there. Now Liska gonna have to play against Teo. Doesn't get the challenge. I'm losing my words to give about this one, guys. We're already looking at another Game 7 overtime with a minute remaining. Teo and Rex, neutral 50, but goes towards the Rule No side. Arilax has this ball, but it's only going as far as Docky. Arilax has to clear this over to the other side. Sharky Boy is in waiting. Rex gets demoed by Sharky. That's an interesting one. And now Arilax has control of the ball. Gets it over one. Can't get it over Teo. It's bouncing in front of the Rule No net. Sharky's gonna be there. Shots high. Sharky with an equal opportunity to close out this game in regulation, and he misses it. He's gonna be shaking his head at that one. And now Liska not gonna be able to beat Sharky on that touch. However, the ball going midfield. Docky with the shot. Rex gets the save. And now another shot gonna be wide. Last 10 seconds. Are we going to a Game 7 OT once again? A final game in overtime for Sharky Boy, or are they gonna clear it here? No, it hits the ground. The next goal goes to the loser final. The next goal against is knocked out of the tournament. Rule No wins the kickoff. Teo is there. Arilax towards the back wall. Sharky plays that. Arilax doesn't go for the challenge. The ball in front of the Rule No net, but Arilax is there, and no one from Kittencorp has challenged Arilax with the beat. Is anybody there? It's Liska. Goes to the shot. Liska scores. And Kittencorp is out. Rule No move to the lower finals. What a shot from Liska to end the series. And Rule No gonna be celebrating in the chat right now as they knock out Kittencorp in a Game 7 OT. And GG's in the chat, as that was so intense from the entire squad. And my goodness, guys. My goodness, what a series. Back and forth the entire time. Rule No gonna be feeling good after that one. Going up by 2, losing the next 3, and then taking the 2v2 to cause the next 2 games. And in OT, where it matters most, Liska comes forward with the pass from Arilax and takes the series. Definitely insane from them. We're gonna try and pull in a Rule No member for a little bit of a post-game interview, as we're going to do for the rest of these matches today as well. So let me see if I can find one of them real quick. See if I can tag Rex and Arilax.